Hey, what's up guys? It's Corrupted here and we're back on 2v2t. So we're on episode 3 of Into the Past. Well, oh god, I need to change something really quick. There we go. I kept accidentally resetting my keys because that button's like right next to the done button. So this video I have planned to actually go to the first base that I gave away, as I said in my last video. And I do have the cords, so I'm just gonna suicide, or you can't. I'm gonna kill myself. So I need to find the Z highway. It has to be like a positive Z highway. Yeah, we'll just go on this way, and I have to get my X to 0. But so last video I was talking about when I went to go farm end crystals, but this is actually when I'm gonna have to jump. So the new priority queue ended up Rusher ended up making it, and it actually helped us a lot because now we can just end up paying money, so we don't have to wait like hours long. So that actually really did help out. I know I wasn't here for like the first week that it was out because I was on vacation basically, but Gods told me that they added the queue, so I was like, oh no way, I'm gonna get home and then I'm gonna finally be able to play. A lot of things changed because a lot of new rushers were actually joining now because they had an actual chance. See, I wasn't here for the dupe. Want some stuff? Well, I already have some stuff. I'm not gonna take anything right now. I'm just trying to reach my destination, finish the series, and hopefully maybe after I'll probably get some stuff from you guys if you guys want to give me. Yeah, around this time is when I made my 8th video, and this is when I officially just decided, I was like, I'm gonna make my team. I'm gonna make a straw poll deciding which team I'm gonna join first, and if it's a tie, I already know in my mind, if it's a tie, then I'm gonna end up creating my own team. I created a straw poll in the video where I was building sanctuaries, like little melon farms that got raided, and under probably like as soon as I uploaded the video they probably got raided. But I made a straw poll like which team should I join, rushers or veterans, and it was insane, guys. Like literally the straw poll remained at 50-50 the entire time, and it's still at 50-50. I checked not too long ago, it was at 50-50. It's probably one team is probably like up by 1% by now, but I'll put the screenshot right now in the video. You guys would be seeing it right now. You guys can see how close it still is. So I was like, all right, so we tied. Then I guess I have to make up my team, and I asked my friends like the name for the team and the team banner. We already knew our banner was gonna be the USA flag because that's just the Optifine cape that we all had. It was just our like faction cape. I asked them for the name, and we were just coming up with like a bunch of random ass names until one of us came up with the name Resistance. I don't remember who it was. It might have been me, or it might have been Maurice or Zerko. You guys know who that guy is. He was on for like a little bit and he just got off. I think it might have been him who came up with the name, or it might even been Mo Blue. I just don't remember who, but we just boom ended up naming ourselves Resistance. And that's when I officially like told people, yeah, I'm not a rusher or a veteran. Like before I was just neutral, but at this point I became my own team, Resistance. We're gonna fight whoever we want to fight, but we're gonna go against the veterans more because I mean there's no rushes to fight, so the veterans were gonna be our only targets. That happened, and I went back to spawn, and this one I killed the first, I guess, veteran, but he was like a wannabe veteran. He didn't have any gapples, any pots. He did have like a crapple. He just got destroyed. I don't know what to say. He ran from me the entire time, and this was my 9th video that I released on here.
No way. Dude, what?
By this time I was getting a bunch of hate already from all these people saying like they were just hating for no reason, just because I was on there, just because I was probably doing better than most of them. And people are always gonna hate on you, so I didn't really care about the hate. I wanted to help out the new players by a lot, and I decided, how is this gonna help? I decided to think like, how am I gonna help these guys out? I can't supply them with armor, because if I just give them armor, I know they're gonna die. So I decided I'm gonna go to spawn. I'm gonna give each of them 1 melon block, and with 3 diamond blocks or 1 diamond block. I think it was 1 diamond block, but yeah, I gave them that. And so I was like, if they can make it out of spawn, then this is gonna be huge. It's gonna be like a test for them, because if they can make it out of spawn with this, then I know I probably made it worth the while actually giving them the melon blocks. So I put stacks of melon blocks, like a bunch of stacks of diamond blocks in my inventory that I didn't have any use for. I was just trying to get rid of them, and I started giving them out, and this was actually my 10th video.
Let's give this guy 4 diamond blocks. Let's give him the wood. And the melon block. All right.
This was like when some news blew up that Russia would actually staged an episode where he ended up killing his friend Frosty or something like that. His like the guy who just started off with him. That it was an alt account which was I think Melon Block, some Melon Block 98. It was some weird name like that. All right, I need to start going X. So everyone was on his stuff for that. And it just got crazy at that point. So I was like, yeah, you know, we're just going to stay away from the rushes for a bit. We're going to stay on our own team. And that made us probably get even bigger. The fact that we wanted to stay away from the rushers, you know, didn't want to be called so-called rushers. Because with the name rushers, it kind of comes like the context of being a noob on this server. But we weren't actually noobs. Oh, look, we found some player. Crystal Empowered. What are you doing here, young man? We just got slapped to death, guys. Now I'm back all the way to spawn, but I think I got a better spawn point than before, so I should make it a little further with less food. Oh, and we found a portal right here, so I'm gonna just go through it. Yeah, and now Brinzy was kind of mad that we made that video of us fighting him where he gave us the gapples. He was mad because on the video I said that he surrendered to us, giving us the gapples, which is what I thought happened. It was just like, well, me and Oblue thought that happened. We thought we were going to like we let him live to give us the gapples, but he just gave them to us because, you know, he thought we were good. And he was really mad about that. He hated Oblue for some reason. I don't know why. He just did. And they were talking shit about each other in chat. And we ended up going to spawn and we actually found Brinzy there. And this was my 11th video. It was the 3v1 with me, SoFood, and Oblue against Brinzy. We ended up killing him this time. But he stashed his gapples away. Like, well, that's the one thing we tried for him not to do. We didn't want him to stash his gapples away, and I don't think I'm gonna make that jump. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find another way. Nope, there's no way back now. Great. Well, if I make this jump, there's nowhere to go anyways. I died. No.
I can't see it.
I'm mining it. I'm mining it. I destroyed it. We got it.
I think he put his gapples in there.
Yeah, he probably did. Or he grabbed more. Or more armor.
No, that means it grabbed
Blue, why didn't you react fast enough? He pearled. I think he pearled. No, but you didn't react fast enough. You just said you were supposed to break and stuff like telling us.
That nigga's dying.
Get in him. Get in him.
Some random arrow right there. I heard like arrows with jump boost cancel your speed, so it'll be like impossible to land an arrow. But yeah, that's just some knowledge for you guys if you can ever hit a bow shot. Oh, I forgot I even had speed, guys. Just reminded myself right now. Now people actually wanted to join the resistance after they saw us like destroying a bunch of veterans, and this was before we ever. Now people actually wanted to join the resistance because they saw how we were the only ones that actually stood a chance against the veterans. We were the only ones actually destroying them. Actually, like the veterans actually stood no chance against us whenever we fought them. They would most likely just run all the time. And even Napkin, Jediah, and all of them, and Charlie, they got an interest and they wanted to, you know, team up. And we did. We would like stick together. We would sort of like do spawn patrols on our own. We would just go to spawn in like a big group. And so we decided to make like the official resistance banner made to public, like show you guys exactly how it's made, how we build it. So we can have like a bunch of people, you know, just wearing our shields. If you guys wanted to, I guess, represent resist. And this is when we decided to make a huge move here. So we decided, you know, I was like, you guys want to like, if we're gonna grief something huge, we have to do it like that no one's ever done. So I heard Pop Bob never even griefed the Valley of Weed. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna grief that since not even the guy who's known for griefing didn't even touch it. So like, whatever, we're gonna just end up griefing this. And we did, and I made my 13th video right there. We went like as a huge group with a bunch of TNT to grief it. SoFood ended up crashing. He was really mad because he actually wanted to blow this thing up. He just wanted to grief everything. I don't know why, but he crashed. So we did it without him still because we weren't gonna wait. It was like too long of a wait, and we destroyed it. And then I released the video, and I got a ton of hate, but that was the point of the video. It was to, you know, get the veterans to start focusing on what the real problem is, which was us. You know, we were the only ones that actually were doing anything, and it's exactly what happened. They ended up putting huge bounties on our head. I think mine was like the second biggest bounty. I was second to Rushers. Or guys, I just found something crazy. I didn't even know. I checked the bounty list right now, and apparently my bounty was bigger than Rushers. So Rushers was 64 gapples, and mine was the biggest bounty, which was 64 gapples plus 32 gapples for it says for his partner. So mine and Rush's were the exact same bounty, but I had an extra 32 because I would always stick with somebody, which was Blue or whoever it was. It was most likely Blue. So Blue probably is the one that had that plus 32 bounty of gapples on him, which is insane. I didn't actually think my bounty was bigger than Rusher's, but it was. It's just like shows how big of a problem I was. And I need to find another portal now, or I'm not gonna make it too far. Right now our team was like just a couple of friends, so I decided to message Noble Thread and Rage Train because I saw Noble Thread kept telling me that he wanted to meet up. So I checked out their videos and I saw that they were, they were against the veterans as well. They were pretty good armor, and I thought, it's like if we're gonna need like to fight people, I would rather get them than some random people I don't know. Like I'd rather take some YouTubers. So that's what happened. We ended up teaming up with them. I ended up asking if they wanted to join the resistance, and they did. And that's when we went to spawn. Like it was the first time we went to spawn. I went to spawn with them, like with the new people that I just met, which was Noble Thread and Rage Train. And we ended up we found Sato, and we completely destroyed Sato. We ended up making him log, but apparently he had like walking problems. He just couldn't move. Like every once in a while he would stand still and then he would be able to move, and we would just like completely destroy him. So he did end up running. He logged. Everyone right at this point was like on Mitch for combat logging when they 2v1 that one veteran that was tracking them down. So Mitch logged, and then I made the huge post about Sato logging, and this actually got a lot of attention because it just showed like veterans log just as much as like rushes do. So it's like no difference. Logging is just I guess a strategy, but it's like to most people, oh, I found a farm. To most people, it's not seen as a good strategy. Holocaust was a joke. That's a funny joke. So we found some melons. This should help us out.
I can tell he has auto armor.
Why are we going so slow?
Oh, one of you guys in the comments actually told me why I punch a lot, and I don't know. I just happen to punch a lot, but I'll try to punch less if that makes any sense to you guys. And we found a portal. That's actually perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna take my pick because I know I can actually make it far this time. Should I message board? This time there was a brand new dupe. This dupe was like insane. We were duping gapples, armor, elytras. We were duping everything. And with this new dupe, we decided, we need a new base to actually store all this stuff. And our dupe station wasn't that far from our base either. I actually don't know if that ever got raided because you had to travel like 300 blocks to our actual dupe station. Like our base didn't have much, but the dupe station had just a bunch of chests with a bunch of stuff. I'm actually gonna go back there maybe because if there is a bunch of stuff there, then that's like a bunch of armor and gapples that are still there that got duped and probably didn't get raided. But we did. Sofu made this new base tour, and no, he made the base and I made the base tour, and literally probably hours later after uploading it, it just got destroyed. It completely got raided. What Fit was doing was he was waiting for us. He knew that I would make a base tour because I made one before, and I guess he just knew the type of player I was. So they knew our base codes. I think it was Jared actually the one that found them, and Fit just wanted to tag along. Was that the same furnace that I checked when I was like doing my first video? I think it might actually be. We're gonna see how far. So I don't know if this is actually making a difference. But yeah, our base got raided, and apparently this raid was the biggest raid in 2v2t history, like numbers wise. It's the raid that like the amount of veterans that gathered together was just insane. And it's like, this is like something I think is cool. Like we caused a bunch of stuff to happen on this server, and we did cause a bunch of history like this, like the biggest raid in history ever. Not base wise, like not the stash or dupe wise, but just the player wise. Like they brought a huge amount of numbers just to finish this base up, and it wasn't even that big, and they didn't have much stuff. We also made sure not to keep any gapples inside there because if it did ever get raided, I didn't want people getting gapples from the dupe, like people who didn't know the dupe. And there was actually a lot of those veterans that were in there. They were pretty poor. Like you can hear them asking for those gapples. So we made sure not to put any of the chests. We just kept them all. We actually ended up logging with like a inventory full for an alt. All right, so the next nether portal that I find, I'm gonna go through. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. This is gonna be the next portal I go through, but you'll see that in the next episode. And if you did, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And as always, stay awesome, guys.